Girl, if you've landed on this video, you are in the right spot, because I know if you are suffering from painful periods and just really uncomfortable symptoms in your cycle, there's so much more to life than that. And if you've been told that Midol and Tylenol and Advil are the way to go, sorry, it's just a name of the game. It's just because we have our cycle. Heck no. Let's change that narrative and let's learn about what symptoms you shouldn't ignore and what could be going on. Number one, let's just start with the most common thing women are struggling with right around their periods are painful cramps. Who honestly has time for that? I know I don't. I know you don't want to miss school. Maybe you do. Maybe you want to miss work too. But this should not be a reason you should be missing school and work for a mental health day. Not because you are laid up in bed with painful cramps. Now, your hormones is shouting SOS because painful cramps are not normal. No matter how much we've normalized it throughout our high school years and college years, it is not normal. What could be going on is that you could have too much estrogen leading to estrogen dominance, or having too many things called prostaglandins that produce inflammation. And obviously we do need some inflammation. It's just a part of our bodily process. But having too much can lead to these really painful cramps. So there's something going on with hormones. You have to make sure you're getting down to the root of it. The next symptom I want to talk about is tender boobs. Now, granted, the ideal period, you might feel a little bit off because y'all, our hormones are dropping, plain and simple, period. There's really no way around that, but it definitely shouldn't be keeping you at home away from the things you love to do every day. So with tender boobs, it shouldn't be so tender that it's so painful to take off a bra or even painful to put on a bra. Maybe if you have a little bit of tenderness, just some hormone fluctuations, that can be normal, but nothing to the extreme. Our boobs are actually very sensitive to hormonal changes. And one of the things that could be going on if you are having tender boobs is you could be having too much estrogen. Now, remember, we really got to dig for the root. So we can't just say, oh, we have too much estrogen, take birth control. Well, we got to understand why your estrogen is staying high in the first place. Are you reabsorbing it through the gut? Are we being exposed through xenoestrogens? What's your diet look like? There's so many things to look at. So please do not think that a medication is the end all be all. While helpful and necessary for some people, there's so much more to your lifestyle and diet than you think. Other symptoms that could be bothersome is extreme emotional swings. Now, don't get me wrong. You are definitely going to maybe feel it a little bit, maybe be a little bit more anxious. Again, your hormones are dropping right before you start bleeding. So that's a little bit normal. You're going from a high progesterone to a non-progesterone. So keep that in mind. That's a little bit normal, but we have to make sure that we are addressing the really, really severe issues that are going and swinging you from depression to anxiety. Should not be that severe. Another symptom that we need to talk about is severe headaches that can happen right before your cycle and during your bleed. And again, this could be a response to your hormones dropping. It can also be a combination of maybe having not a lot of iron, and then now you're having anemia issues because now you're bleeding and losing iron, and in combination with bottoming out hormones, it's going haywire. So make sure that you're looking into that. You're also looking into inflammation as well, because headaches are a big SOS of there's inflammation going on. Now, I don't want you to be going out and just taking any supplement, iron supplement there is, because we need to make sure that we are testing it and seeing if this is an issue, because too much iron can actually cause a lot of oxidative stress in the cell and cause inflammation and damage your cells, which is what we don't want. So keep that in mind. And if you need help really dialing into doing this more naturally and understanding the body and just knowing what you need to do to support your hormones and better your cycle, we are your gals. And we would love for you, one, to download in the description a free food as hormone document that will help give you the very, very foundational things of diet and hormones. And then two, book a free call with us in our link below, learn about the services that we offer, and start getting some one-on-one help. Start getting tested the right way, very comprehensive, and make sure that you are taking care of your body and being your biggest advocate, because girl, I believe that there are pain-free cycles to come.